All right, welcome everybody. Tonight we are going to be talking about the system to help with help person through their entire program to build this business. Keeping in mind that some of the key components to growing this business are leveraging your time and duplication. So those are the two things that I want everybody to really, if you're going to be looking through a lens tonight, I want you to look at through the duplication and what was the other thing I said? Duplication. How well
leveraging your time.
Leveraging your time. That's it. Those two. Sorry, I got distracted. I got my kids like all around me doing stuff, and I'm having trouble focusing. Okay, so here we go. So this video will actually be positioned right here once it's done. And we're going to start off at the top. So some of you might be familiar with this. This is taken from Paul Onette's videos, which are available under Global Executives on YouTube. And what I've done is taken some of the trainings that we've been getting that are recent trainings. We've been investing a lot of time as a group to study these trainings and put them together and create extraordinary results. So I've been using these systems for the past about 3 to 4 weeks since the mastermind, or sorry, the Rock and Roll to Executive group has started, and I've had some incredible weeks, from ease in enrolling people to helping them, get started with ease, to planting the seed right out of the gate, and like total clarity as to who I'm probably working with right out of the gate, and hearing like almost exactly what Zach and Eden were saying I would hear. Like it's almost crazy how bang on the trainings are, and how using this language actually works. So it really comes down to actually doing it. I'm all for learning a new skill and trying it out, and if it doesn't work, then I reassess, try something different. That's, I think that's the way to grow and learn, and learning from these leaders has been phenomenal. So let's get started. So what we have here, you can see my cursor here. So we're going to be starting at the top, and on the basically this part right here is the prospecting. So everything above this line right here, this is all the prospecting. So this is us being in life, and we've got the two parts here. We've got our public, our belly to belly life, and then we've got our social media life. And Facebook is recommended to be the social media of choice because of its ability to create community and to really interact. It's just, and also our stores there. That's another reason. Whereas something like Instagram, you don't have that ability to really create community the same as you do on Facebook, and to get dialogue going and that sort of thing. It just doesn't happen on Instagram. It's like one message, thumbs up, yay, it's like done. You don't get a lot of the dialogue, like long sentences. Like, you guys were commenting on some of my posts recently, and it's like that would never happen on well, I'm not saying never, actually. I take that word out. Rarely happens on Instagram, whereas on Facebook it's common. And we are in a relationship building business. Relationships are built, then comes opportunity, and then opportunity turns into transactions. And that's the way it is. And so the Facebook is the place to put our time. So when we're looking at this under public, we've got some very basic, but I should say simple strategies to help somebody start a relationship and build on it. So see and say, like, Sue, like that color blue really suits you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where did you get that shirt?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So that's how simple it could be, right? It doesn't have to be much more than that. And that can be what breaks the ice. And complimenting breaks down barriers. She smiled, and through there, and I actually should add a line here, there should be form here. So form is when we start asking questions, we get to know people. And I love this line, you should do what I do. So when you get to know them, you get to a point where they say something like, yeah, I'm like, you have to learn to ask questions that get you somewhere. So it's like, what do you, so how long have you been working here for? Is this something that you really enjoy? Do you enjoy doing this? If they're like, no, not really, this is a stepping stone. What do you like doing? Well, I love like helping people with their health. Wow. I had a guy, and it sounds like, oh, they're just spoon feeding you. It's just too easy. Well, I was at the gym today and I'm building this relationship with this trainer. And I asked him today, I said, so you've been working here for a long time, right? And he said, yeah, I've been here for like 3 years. And I was like, oh, and I said, is this your full-time gig? And he said, yeah, it's my full-time gig. And I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, and I've really evolved a lot. I've been taking a lot of courses and I've developed this niche where my passion is really helping people lose weight most efficiently.
Mm.
Like, wow. I was like, and now that I was like, wow, I should have said, you should do what I do. But like, it just didn't come up, but that's an opportunity where I could have said that. Now I'm going to come back to him and in position what I'm doing. And then we get to, are you on Facebook? So we want to use the bulk of our education, because when they say you should do what I do, and I say, well, and I go like, just like vomit all over them, but like, oh, this is what I do. And like do nutritional cleansing and I help people like release weight. And oh my gosh, like I used to be like this before and now I'm like this. It could be really simple and just say, you know what, if you're open, I've got this group on Facebook and it's amazing. And it's all people that are doing what you're looking to do. So I bring it back to them. It's what you're looking to do, or they're doing the goals that you're wanting to achieve. And they're on that group in this group, and you can learn about it there. How's that sound? And they're like, yeah, totally cool. Checking that out. It's always good to know, like, well, before I put you on, what would be, more specifically your goals, learning a little bit more about them. That way you can really do a great welcome post. I call them welcome post 2.0. Okay. So we've got our public side. Anybody have anything they want to add to that? No? Okay. If anything comes up, feel free.
Good.
Okay, great. If anything comes up, feel free to jump out. Then we've got Facebook. So Tracy talked about branding. And so there's different posts that you can be doing on a daily basis to brand. Paul and Annette talk about 5 posts a day. Sounds like a lot, but when you break it down and you think about it, at first when I heard it, I was like, there's no way I'm doing 5. But then I realized it's actually not that hard. I've been doing 3 or 4 a day now, and I'm actually enjoying it. So here's the breakdown. 1 post a day that is health related. So a health related quote. Then a money related quote or wealth related quote, I think was the second one. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Or yeah. Third one is a lifestyle post. The fourth one is a transformation post that you can pull from the sites that you got to get permission if you're going to pull it from somebody from IsaBody, but all the stuff from IsaTools to go, you can just pull that. And then the fifth one is a post on our product page. And that is a education post on a product. And it's great to, not just like post a picture and be like, this product has 8 grams of fiber in it. It's more like, I've been loving this product because I've been using it for this. It's done this for me, or it's done this for my family, or what have you. So that was what we're looking for in regards to that and to that branding. And so Tracy, that's what you've been doing in conjunction with some other things.
Yep.
And you've been using this next thing very well, the dip theory. So real quick, the dip theory is what? What's the dip theory? Anybody?
It's where you take them down into sort of the bad part of your story, and then you bring them back out. So you kind of take them on your journey that you've been on.
Yeah.
Where things were tough for you, and then how Isagenix is either starting to bring you out or has brought you out.
Yeah. So this is, people are watching, guys, on this. So Simone, great example for you. You could say, wow, 2 years ago when I look back, I couldn't, like, my kids were eating cereal at dinner time. Like, you could break up your story, Simone. There's so many powerful things, and you could do 2 months of dip posts. What I mean, like, you don't do dip posts all the time, but every 2 weeks you could do a really powerful dip post, and maybe even once a week. And you could stretch out that story of yours and do that over 8 posts over 8 weeks, all with a different connection. And you will connect with other moms that are struggling in that area, and they're looking for a solution. And then where do you take them? Well, when they want to learn more, where do you go from there? What I would do is, you can connect with them one-on-one, find out a little bit about what they're looking for and what their issues are and challenges are. But the education, where does the education happen?
On the product page.
Yes. Why do we rely on the product page and educating through the product page? Why do we go that way? Or a tool? If they're not on Facebook, we use a tool, but why do we do it that way?
Community?
Yes. Community. That's a big thing. Why else?
To leverage your time.
Leverage your time. It's a huge one. So Sue, I'm talking to you and you respond to my post and you're like, I'm actually looking for something to help me with my cravings. I said, okay, Sue, let's get on the phone. Let's find out what you're looking for and see if we can help you. We get on the phone. I say, Sue, so what's happening? What are your goals? You tell me about your history, a little bit about your history, what you're looking for. And I share my story. Oh my goodness, Sue, I had that going on plus some, totally relate. And this program's changed my life. Would you like to learn about it? You say, yes. Awesome. Are you on Facebook? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, yes. I bring you into the group. You see 2,200 people in there. What are you thinking now?
That there's got to be something to this.
Yeah, it's 2,200 people in the group. This is not like 23 people. This is 2,200 people in a group. Okay. And they're posting. It's not like a dead group. Every day there's volume. So this is an active group of 2,200 people. And you're seeing a lot of the things that you're looking for: encouragement, positivity, education, results. All these different things are on there. And then I say, Sue, by the way, I'm going to welcome you in a way where what I'll do is I'll actually write in there just to see if anybody else has had any challenges with cravings issues and has had any help with that. So I'll do a little welcome post. That's what I call welcome post 2.0. Mm-hmm. So is that okay if I do the welcome for you? And you say, yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, great. So I put you in there. I say, hey, here's Sue. We met through Facebook. She's looking to take her health to the next level. Anybody in the group who's had any experiences with their cravings going away, please share what you did and what results you had. Thanks so much. Okay. Sue, you see 10 people write responses to you about how their cravings went away in a matter of 1 day. Now, what are you thinking?
That I need to try this.
Yeah. Okay. I told you the story. You may not have been all the way there or thinking like, yeah, like it's one person, but now 10 people.
Yeah.
Right. And there's 2,200 others. And how many posts have you had on Facebook land where you've had 10 comments before? Like some people, they never have 10 comments.
Yeah.
You've got 10 people, like that's significant. So you see the level of significance in this. When we get to like 10, when we get it to 15, 20, 25, 30 comments on a post, you can see how much more leverage we're going to get on that page. All those people that have had those results. So I say, when I was initially telling you, Sue, I'm going to add you to the page, I'm going to do a welcome post. And after I do that, I'm going to tag you in a Zoom video. It's a webinar and you can watch it. It's 45 minutes. Are you open to investing that much time to learn about something that could help you?
Sure, when I find the time.
Okay. So the way I worded that, are you open to investing that much time into learning about this, something that could help you? You've had 10 people, no, you don't know yet what's going to happen, but I'm not going to link you to the video unless you say yes.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, why? What? Like, I'll welcome you because I said I'd welcome you and you've taken that step. All right. But if you don't want the resource, I'm not giving it to you. Because if you say yes, yeah, I'd invest that amount of time. Awesome. So when could you do that? So when do you think you have watched that watch by?
Friday.
Okay. So how is Saturday to connect? Well, around what time Friday? Just curious, because we might be able to talk after, or maybe it's the next day.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. So let's connect after. So we could either do later on in the day. I've got some time in the afternoon, and it's really just to answer any questions that you have left. So in the afternoon there, or the next day, which works better for you?
Same afternoon.
Afternoon. Okay. So what I'm doing there is I'm giving her options. So she feels like she's in control. Okay. But I'm really controlling the flow here because I want to have a follow-up. I want to answer questions. And so I'm controlling the conversation. So she just said this time she's going to have it watched by. Great. And I know that when I get on the phone, she's going to have the bulk of the information and she's going to be educated about all of the strategies of Isagenix. She's going to see a ton more before and afters. She's going to hear live video testimonials, and all of the seeds that need to be planted are strategically planted inside of that video. So she hears, all the things that we need her to hear, which we're going to talk about later, but planting the seeds as to what's going to happen with her program and people asking her what she's doing and what to do when that happens, and that she could turn this into an income that could change her life if she so chooses to. That's all there. She knows that when I talk to her on the next day. So for somebody who's brand new, which none of us are, but if Sue, you get somebody brand new into the business that starts with Isagenix, they're not going to know all the language and all the seeds to plant along the way. And that's why the Zoom is so powerful, because it's going to do it for them. Right? So that's the flow. Is we want to feed everything into the product page because of the leverage that we're going to get is absolutely insane. Okay? Because now, Sue, let's take it one step further. Let's think about France, for example. Okay, France. She knows none of the language. Zero.
Right.
Okay. Her branding is just the fact that she's a walking billboard.
Yeah.
Right, and she's public and Facebook. Anyone who's interested, Facebook page. Okay, all that work's being done for France. She adds them. She does a welcome post. You show her how to do a welcome post 2.0. That's an easy skill. And then links them up with the Zoom. All the wording's done. That person now learns all of the things that they need to learn throughout that we want them to learn. So that way, France's chances of duplicating are now like as really as high as they can get. Okay, she can work a little bit more on her language and improve that. But for somebody who's brand new, that's as high as it's going to get. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that. There's going to be more room for improvement. Like we can make it even better, but I like at this moment, that's the best that I know of. So, okay. So our product page is where so once somebody's in the product page, That's where we're in this part of the scenario here. We're in educating and following up. So everything below this line is all educating and following up, and it's all happening through leverage. So Tracy, when you post in the product page and you have 80 people in there, you're following up with 80 people.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. You know, Simone, same
That's
with you.
awesome.
You know, Simone, you could have 10 people on the page. You follow up in there, and there's Simone again, still leading.
Now, if you haven't posted on somebody that you've added for some time, will they still get your other posts or your ads?
Yeah, so they'll get a notice that Sue posted. Like if they look at their notifications, they'll see that you posted in the support group, for example.
So I don't necessarily have to tag them.
No, and when they're scanning their feed, they'll see that.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's the power of the page, is that you're bringing everybody into one place. So Paul and I talk about this. You want to spending the bulk of your time in the product page, because that's where all of your prospects are. This stuff up here, your branding, is happening in your personal, in your public, and that's in your day-to-day movement, that sort of thing, and your Facebook posting, which is bam, 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 bam. So you're just like 4 posts, bam, 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 bam. And then you've got your public arena. That's your funnel. That's the funneling into the page. All of your other time, you're commenting and bringing your energy and everything. The bulk of it, you want to be doing it on your Facebook, on the support page, because that's where your prospects are. And you're leveraging not only yourself, but you're also helping your teammates. So Sue, you bring energy to Doreen's posts on there, you know, and then Doreen's welcoming people into the page, and you add energy to those posts. Same with me for Simone. Like Simone, you add somebody, I put energy into that. That's going to help leverage you. Okay, that's going to help you. So I'm spending the bulk of my time in the product page supporting the entire team, and that's the way you have to look at it. You're not only, you know, indicating that you're a leader by posting, and that, you know, that you are alive, and that you actually are, you know, you are somebody to follow, and to, you know, to join and that sort of thing. But you're also assisting your team in their leverage. So on the left side, we've got the action steps for the product page. So this is what we want to do in the page. So we want to post and comment daily. So when they talk about bringing energy to the page, this is the energy. Liking something is not really a lot of energy. You know, like if I see a post with 30 comments, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of energy there. If I see 30 likes, I'm like, it's not really, you guys feel that? So commenting is way better. If you're gonna be on there,
sure.
Yeah, if you're gonna be on there, definitely be commenting. You know, like it, but don't like it and not comment. If you're feeling like you're bringing energy to it and you're just liking it, I don't think it's really doing much. The other part is the educating. So as we were talking about posting, so we're doing 1 post a day in the product page, and that's an education post of some sort. And then we've got our inspiring, motivating, and giving hope. And that's all part of our posting and our commenting that we're doing here. Okay, so action steps for the person that we added. So this is what we were talking about before. So the welcome post 2.0. So it's not just, hey, welcome Stace. Stace and I were chatting at the coffee shop, and Stace told me that, you know, that she's got X, Y, and Z challenge. And I start being like, opening up like our whole conversation to the whole group about what Stace and I know. Like, try to keep it, like, you don't want to like air somebody's dirty laundry in the welcome post. Okay. What you want to do is you want to just let the people know how they can give value to Stacy. Stacy doesn't, like, you know, when you walk into a party and it's like Stacy, welcome. I just want everybody to welcome, say hi to Stace. Stacy's a great friend of mine. And, you know, I know her through work. Super excited that she came to the party. Right. And like, I mean, you probably wouldn't go a whole lot further than that. It's kind of like that, inviting someone to a party. And then it's like, but Stace, this is, by the way, Stace works in HR. Okay. And she's really interested in connecting with other people that are in HR. So if there's anybody else in the party that has experience in the HR field, please come talk to Stace. I know that's sounds a little strange, but it's not, you know, that's what essentially what we're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Is that we're trying to find a commonality and ask people that have a commonality to come out of the woodworks and talk to Stacy, right? Without embarrassing her. So it's not like, you know, saying something like outrageous, like Stacy likes really like flowery pants. Anyone who likes flowery pants, come out of the woodwork. All right. So then we've got educate with Zoom or videos. So that's step 2. And we want to let people know that we're going to do that. Right. So it's about letting people know and what they can expect when you're going to invite them. That's really powerful to let them know in advance. I'm going to welcome you. I'm going to let people, I'm going to, you know, I might mention to them something so they can provide value to you. So if anyone is looking for similar goals as you, they can provide value. So they see that's going to happen. And then I'm going to link you in. I want to educate, what I'd like to do is educate you through a video, and this is where you're going to position the video and say, but the video is 45 minutes long. Are you open to investing that much time into learning about something that could help you? Now, I'm saying that in a way where, how would you feel about saying no to that, Joe?
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, like you've told me what your goal is, and I'm giving you a thing that's going to help you and give you the information. And I'm saying, are you open? Who likes to say they're closed? No, I'm closed. Sorry. So the language.
You probably hear people saying they just don't have the time. They wouldn't give you a direct no, right? Like Sue did it really well. She's like, yeah, just when I have the time.
Yeah. And that's cool because I'm going to then take it to the next level, because I know what's going to happen is if I say, okay, Sue, so when can you have it watched by? And then I have to wait and let her think about it. And she says, well, you know, I think I'd watch it tonight. Okay, great. Meanwhile, in the back of her head, she's like, hey, I don't really have 45 minutes, but if I could do 15 here, 20 here, like she's working it out in her own head to get that done. Because now I'm creating a commitment with an actual time. If you leave it, so if you put somebody on the page and you do not have a follow-up set up, like it's going to be way less effective. If you just put them on there and there's no flow, there's no, like, you're not setting that communication up from the get-go, way less effective for you. Okay. You want to go from event to from contact point to contact point. So it moves things along really quickly. So if I'm talking to Simone and I find out that she's interested in taking her health to a whole nother level, and it's like, okay, you got to check out what I'm doing. Tell me a bit more about your goals. You tell me a bit more. I was like, okay, so I've got this group. This is what the group's about. What I could do is I could bring you into the group. You could learn about it and see if it's a fit for you. How does that sound? And you say, sounds great. I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to do, when I bring people into the page, I welcome them. It's just what we do. We welcome people into the group. So it'll say something like this, Simone. Hey, Simone's new to the group. Going to add her to the, Simone's new to the group. Would like you to welcome her. Simone and I are good friends from way back. Hey, if anybody has, really see a huge improvement in their health, please, please share what program you used and what benefits you got. So that's the welcome post. Is that okay? And then Simone would answer. Okay, great. So Simone, once I put you in there, I'm going to link you in with the video, and then I set up the video. All right. And then is the text follow-up. So, and this is this actually doesn't fit with what I'm saying right now, but let's say you do an education where you don't have a follow-up set up. This is what you would do. Okay, you would just text them, hey, do you need any more information or have any questions? That's not as effective as what I just told you, so I got to add in this other piece, but this is a fallback. And then the three-way call is for answering questions. It's an optional thing, but if there's specific questions that, let's say France is brand new, okay, she's got somebody who just watched the video, they're really interested, they have questions. France can be like, I'm going to add in Doreen or Sue to help answer those questions, to help you get started. That way she can hear that part of the close, like the ask for them to get started. Clear? Anybody have anything to add? Shares? Okay.
Evan, sorry.
Yes.
What if you have that perpetual, like, I followed up with someone for about 6 months before they committed, and then they've been sort of on and off the auto ship. But I know someone who would really benefit from this program. She's got 2 daughters in dance, and they literally dance 5 to 7 days a week, where they spend entire days at this dance studio. And I've dropped hints several times, and she's just like, yeah, not interest kind of thing. But I can see how it would benefit, right? Like,
sure.
We're friends on Facebook, all of that kind of stuff. But I've actually talked to her about the group, and she's like, yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. So that makes it a lot harder because unless you're branding consistently on your Facebook and she's seeing that, or even better, she's in the Facebook group, you are going to be in this position where when you see her, you're going to be bringing it up. And that's not a real power position in my experience anyways. I would rather text her and say, hey, and then position the goals. Hey, I remember we talked, back, a while back, and bring back some of the conversation and making it about her goals. Is there anything, do you need any more information? Do you have any questions about that? And that's what my follow-up would be. Because you got to reposition the goals that the person was interested, to remind them why you're even talking. Because sometimes people can separate why you're actually getting in touch with them. They start thinking like, why is she still talking to me? Why does she keep bringing that up? They actually can forget like the whole reason why you're talking to them, and like you remember that you want to help them, but they're like, I don't know why does she keep asking me this, and so it brings it up again, and so it makes it so like, hey, I remember you were talking about your daughters and needing support for their activities, and I passed on that information from you. Do you have any questions, or do you need any information to help them? That'd be a little bit hard to say no to if someone was like asking me if it was a relationship to my son, and I opened up that I needed something for him for hockey, and someone has information for me, and you're asking, do you need any more information or anything to help your son? I'd be like, do I? And if I'm like, no, actually I'm good. It's like, okay, is this something that you want to look further into? Then I'd be like, maybe I do, or maybe I don't. And I'd let you know, but at least you would know where I stand. And the great thing is this is recorded. So if you aren't catching, I'm talking fast, then you can rewatch it. Okay. So we know that it's 4 to 18 exposures, which is a number of follow-ups. And then we get to this point here where the person, you're on the phone with them, you've answered their questions, and they want to pick a pack to start with. So what we do is we send them this link, the options form, and we go through the different options and explain the differences between the options and ask them, which one do you think is the best fit for you? And then they choose, and we say, awesome, great choice. Curious, is there anybody in your life that you think would be interested in getting the same, or would like to get the same benefits that you're aiming for, or have the same goals that you have? So who are 2 people, or do you know anybody who would like to experience the same goals that you're going for? What do you think someone's going to say? Yeah, most people are like, yeah, totally know people that want that. Like, you know, if it's energy or weight loss, or whatever, they say, yeah, absolutely, I know somebody. Okay, awesome. Reason I'm asking is because Isagenix doesn't spend any money on advertising. Okay, what they do is they reward their customers for their referrals. So for example, that pack that you just chose there, the value pack, where is it? Yeah, the value pack. If you were to share that with two friends, let's say they wanted to get started when you get started, so that we just happen to share with them in the next week, Isagenix would actually give you very generous referral bonuses to the amount of, and then I'd have it calculated in my head already. So in that case, it'd be $420. And they say, wow, okay, cool. And then you're going to hear some very specific language. And I've tried this a number of times, and it's so true. Some people are like, yeah, well, I really just, want to do this for myself. Okay. Where would you like it shipped to? What's your shipping address? Right into the order. Okay. Right there, I know that I have a person who is more likely than not going to be just using the products, and that's totally cool. The other option that I hear is this one, and I hear it almost word for word how Zach can even say it. And they say, cool, I'd really like to get started on this program myself and see how it works. And for sure, if there's other people that could benefit, I would share it. Okay. Now I know I have a strong likelihood of a raving fan, someone who's going to support Isagenix, the brand, and help with the business growing. Third person, and I have heard this once since I started doing this about 3 weeks ago, says, oh, so what happens? I know a lot more people than, just a couple people. What happens when I refer to more people? So they have a money motivation, and actually I can go into a money motivated conversation where I understand what's going on with them and what they'd like to achieve from my financial standpoint. So that's option number 3 is what you're going to hear from them. So after they said that, so the woman, just yesterday, she said, yeah, I know people that would totally benefit from this. And, once I've tried it myself, and I say, okay, great. So where would you like it shipped to? I just leave it there. This is a planting the seed. I'm not going from 0 to 100. I'm planting the seed because I have other things set up later on in the system that is going to bring it all home, and it's all going to come together. All right. Okay. So then we get to this. So this is the resource. It's the Zach and Zeden script. And the script is going to be, I'm going to actually have their video here implanted. You can actually listen to their wording. So it's not coming from me. And I got it pretty close. And then we enroll the person. Before the end of enrollment, we send them, we book the day 0 call, the pre-program call. So before we get off the phone, and now we're into program and coaching. We're in program coaching and seed planting here. Are you guys liking this flow so far? Mm-hmm. It's working? Okay. So program coaching and seed planting is here. So we booked a pre-program call, and after ending enrollment call, we send them the resource. So the resource indicates this red that you've got something that you can reference. This one doesn't have the actual resource yet, but the rest of these are here. So you can click on that. That's the welcome letter, and this is the Shake Day document. So this is going to take all the time out that you might be spending now going through. Okay, you're going to start with the Onyx Supreme, and then you're going to take your accelerator with your shake. It eliminates all that. It eliminates going over what snacks they need. It eliminates really all of it because it's right there in one spot. So that's a huge time saver. I was spending like 20 to 25 minutes with some people because they just well, for whatever reason, the guide wasn't doing it for them, and they needed to go over it again. This has been gold. So what I can do is spend more of my time on the rest of it. So I've sent the resources before our call, after the enrollment call. And then on the actual pre-program call, what I'm doing is I'm going through the new associate checklist, step by step. Okay, so I just click. So if it's a customer only, I'm going to do pages 1 to 3. If it's a business builder, because I learned about that up here, I know what I'm doing down here. I know that I'm doing pages 1 to 6 with this person because they have a money interest, and I've established that. But most people, it's going to be this. 95 out of 100 people is going to be this. Okay, so I click on that, and boom, there it is. In a second, it's going to come up, and I'm going to have it printed. I have their name, the date that they ordered, what they ordered, any details I need. Okay, I check off. I've sent them the welcome letter. Obviously, I'm already here. I've done the welcome. I'm in the welcome call. Check. Did I add them to the page? Check. Oh, so I know that you started because you wanted weight loss, but I'm going to ask you about these other goals. You just tell me whether it's high priority or not so much. I go through it with them. I write down wording that they say. If they go, oh yeah, I write, oh yeah. If they write, sure, I write, sure, right? So that way it's not check. It's more information. I get more information, okay? I'll tell you why I do it this way. Introduce to back office, we're going to do that on day 25. I'm going to pass that one. I'm not going to do that. Body challenge, I'm going to educate them about that and the healthy minded body and ask them, is this something you want to do? Okay, you got to ask for what you want. And we want them to be successful and needs help. Then we've got step 5. This is for business builders. So for a customer, I'm just going to pass that. Then I get to referral management. This is key, guys. This is a key part. This is one of the biggest reasons why you're doing this call right here. So I say, okay, so I finished talking about the Body challenge, and they say, yeah, that sounds actually pretty good. I'll look it up online. I say, great, the link is there. You can look it up and enroll through Healthy Mind and Body. So what I want to do is just go over what is generally going to happen with you on the program. So between days 1 and 4, you might feel a little bit off. Okay, your body's going to be going through some changes and going through some adjustments, and that's normal. It's like change isn't always comfortable, right? And you're learning new habits, you're breaking old habits, and your body's getting used to superfood nutrition. So if you don't feel totally amazing, please don't hate me too much. Okay. And sometime around day 5, you're going to wake up and you're going to have had a nice sound sleep, and you're going to feel different. You're going to have more resources, more energy, less reliance on caffeine, more energy. You might feel a little bit more pep in your step, and you may be thinking, there is something to this, and you're actually feeling a little bit bad because you were not liking me before. That's totally okay. Somewhere around day 10, you're really going to have like a pep in the step. You're going to notice the clothes fitting even a little bit differently. People might even, you might even notice like a glow in your face and your complexion improve, and really like on track and feeling good. And then somewhere around day 14, maybe even before day 14, you are going to have somebody, without even opening your mouth, somebody's going to come up to you and ask you, what are you doing? And when that happens, we ask people to share, to pass this on, to not be stingy about the information, because people have hopes, they have dreams, and they're looking for solutions. And you actually have now the ability to just educate them. So you could do it of one of two ways. You could refer this to me. You could refer this person to me, and I would take care of them like family, like I have with you. And that'd be great. Okay. Or what I could do is I could show you how to pass that information on to them, which is very simply just adding them to the Facebook page and then giving them the video that you watched. You see how easy the duplication is? And through that, you would get some, generous referral bonuses as well. Which works better for you? They already know how much money is involved, guys. Okay. So which would work better for you? And people, they'll tell you. I've had people say, I've had probably 70% of people tell me, well, I'll just refer to you. So that means all of you now are having a customer referring to you intentionally because you've trained them to do so. And they know what they're going to get. They're going to get a video, they're going to get Facebook, and they're going to get a video, and they know they're comfortable with that because that's what they got. So it's like going to McDonald's. You get the same system, right? And that's really important for people, that they understand that that's how it's going to be done. So there's that option. So that means now you're getting personal enrollments, PIBs, and you're going through the system with them. They know that they're not getting the generous referral bonuses. So it's clear. And you can feel happy. You're building your business and you're building your executiveship through those referrals, right? Okay. You could have one person refer you 5 people. Okay. But you got to do this part to get to that. So there's that piece. But then they could say, well, yeah, like, I don't have a problem, let's just see how it goes. And, when it comes to time where I'm getting results, because the results are really the proof in the pudding, then yeah, I'd be open to educating them. I had somebody just say that the other day. Okay, great. Writing them on my consultant list, right? Because there's a good chance that person's going to become a consultant. So I tuck that information away, and then I go into this third page here. I've already done this. So I just want to, I know that you want to lose weight, you want more energy, increase performance, all these things, but I just want to know, take out the just. I want to know why bother do all these things? And I'm looking for, a long-term reason. Like, what is the underlying reason for you to do this? And people will really appreciate this question. You'll be amazed how appreciative they are that you ask this question, because once you get this information, it changes the way people think about their program, because you could get more energy in 5 days. You could have increased performance in 2 weeks. You could lose the weight in a month and a half, but the why doesn't end. That's the key. This is what ties them to retention, because it's connecting them with a goal that's long-term. And you've positioned, and the webinar is very strategic in that it's talking about strategies to help a person in their life. So it's like, if you find a strategy that works, do you just let go of the strategy? It's not like the strategy stops working. Okay. What has to happen is that they have to not have that value anymore. But you're creating a value-based decision now. And so the auto ship it just makes sense to them, because what they're putting in here is things like Stacy, if you said to me well, the reason I really want to do this is because I want to live an amazing life. And I want to be absolutely healthy as I can be, and the most productive I can be, and enjoy and be adventurous in my lifetime. And I don't feel I can do that in my current state. And I want something that can support long-term adventure and fun. Okay, I'm going to write that down right here. All right, I'm going to write it down. Then I know if they've signed up on IsaBody Health and Mind, and then I ask her, Stace, so what's your support like? Is your environment around you, are they really supportive of you, or are they kind of naysayers? What's your general environment like? I want to know that, and they'll appreciate that as well. And it'll help me know how much support I need to give them. Okay, so that is a key part of this duplication process. Okay, let's get back over here. So that is this part here, resource, seed planting. That's the Tracy O'Malley Day 14 script at the referral management section. I put this here so you can't miss it. Okay, that's the key part to learn. There's going to be a resource sitting right here with her doing that. So if you forget, you can click on that, boom, you can rehearse it, okay? Before ending that pre-programmed call, you're booking your day 6 call. The day 6 call is a key call. Okay, it's the pre-cleanse call. So actually before day 6, you're going to send them the cleanse day document, which is a cleanse day routine. That's going to shave off about 5 minutes off that call. And you're going to be able to spend the majority of your time on seed planting and creating duplication. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take notes on progress towards each goal they indicated were important in the new associate checklist from day 0 call. So you're going to go back to your notes. And this is where it's important to be a professional about this, is you've got it written right here. So I say, okay, Stace, have you noticed that your clothes are fitting any differently? Oh yeah, totally. Like, my goodness, can't even believe it. I went to the store and I was trying on new clothes and I was actually able to fit into a whole different size. Okay. I am writing furiously, word for word, as best I can, what Stacy just said. Okay. How's your energy been? Oh my goodness. Like, normally I have to have a nap at 2 o'clock and I'm just like fine throughout that. I'm writing this word for word. Okay. So then I go through each one of them and I'm writing word for word the ones that were the high priority ones. The ones that they said, no, not so much. I'm not going there. I'm doing the ones that were high priority, because then I'm going to get a landing. I'm going to get some information that's valuable because they've gone from here to here, most likely in those areas. And they know I'm listening and I'm taking care of them. So people that hear something that they've said to you before, they appreciate it. So then I say, well, I could be like, whoa, okay, Stace, that's amazing. Like, we're on day 6 here. Stace, remember you were saying that there was people in your life that you felt could benefit from the program. Do you think that they would like these types of results? And you're going to be like, yeah, Stace. I kind of copied you there, didn't I? Yeah. I wish you weren't on mute. I could hear you laughing.
Hello.
and you'd be like, yeah, absolutely.
I'm laughing too.
Yeah. I totally have people that would want those results. Stace, if I was to flip you like a really quick cut and paste post that basically just said what you said, would you be open to taking a look at that and posting that on your Facebook? Now you might be like, yeah, I think I might be open to that. Now, you know that there's some serious cash involved, and I've just positioned it that you could help these people. Okay. And I've just wrote it for you. All you have to do is take a look at it. Would you be open to potentially posting that on your Facebook page? And if you're like, yeah, I would be, I was like, okay. Or I could do it this. I could make it a little bit softer. I could say, Stace, as you were saying what you're saying there, I was actually writing it down. Now, what I was thinking is, I don't know if you'd be open to this, but what if I sent you what you just said? You could take a look at it. If you like it and you're open to it, what would you think about posting that on your Facebook group so all of your friends could see the changes that you've had so far, and maybe some of them who are looking for those results could also get those, could see what you're doing and benefit. I like the wording of that better, because I'm not going all the way home base right at the beginning. I'm not asking you to post it right off the gate, but I'm saying check it out, see what you think. And if you're like, yeah, then I should say, okay, cool. So I'm going to send it to you right now. Let's just spend a couple minutes and we'll see if it fits for you. Okay. Because this is key. It's not like in 2 weeks from now, it's like, let me work on this right now and I'll send it to you in a couple minutes. How's that sound? Okay, great. Nothing like the present. Okay. So you can see how quickly, because when somebody posts something like that, then all of a sudden it's opened up into their entire network. Okay. And that could be going to hundreds of people. And now, you're getting into this part of the equation. So we're wrapping up. I know we're 2 minutes over right now, but this part here is fast. So are you guys okay with spending just 5 more minutes? And I'll just
Totally.
finish it. Okay. So I'm going to finish it.
Totally.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I've got here the day 25 call. This is your second opportunity. So if they don't have really, great results here, you're going to come back to it again on day 25. The other goal of day 25 is to show the person how to use IsaOrder, the app, and make sure they have it set up how they want it set up. After this call, they do all their own ordering. That's really important for you to know. So you want to make sure they're empowered, they know how to use it, it's set up the way they want to, and it's their second opportunity for duplication seed cultivation. So this is where you're cultivating that duplication through asking them how they're doing on those different areas, planting the seed for the post. Okay? Okay. So you've got somebody who's doing well on their program. They can do results post, or they're going to have people coming up to them asking them what they're doing. This is the preliminary way people start the business right here. So we're talking about what that customer is going to be experiencing in their life. So if they do the results post, well, they're going to get feedback from that most likely. And if it doesn't happen on the post, they will get it belly to belly. So if they see somebody at a party, they'll be like, so what is that program you're doing? That one post will change everything. It's critical. Okay. If it, obviously not everybody's going to do it, but if you can make it happen, make it happen. The public part, people are going to ask, what is it you're doing? You want them to lead that. Let me add you to this group on Facebook and you can learn all about it there. That's all you really want them to say. Okay. Then now we have prospect duplication. What's happening now is now you have new prospects coming into the support page, into the product page that aren't yours. That's the first step to duplication. That's when you know you're on the right track, because now someone else is adding people to the page. You are now duplicating. You may not be enrolling yet, but you're duplicating from a prospect perspective. So that's duplication right there. Okay. So now your prospect is adding people to the product page because of the post or people asking them what they're doing. So you teach them how to do a welcome post 2.0, educate them with Zoom, follow up and get questions answered and use 3-way calls. Enrollment complete. Now you've got complete duplication. You've got the coaching and seed planting through this page. Now you've got prospect duplication, and it just keeps going around and around. Okay. And this is it. So we're initiating the whole thing with all of this stuff. And this just flows down and then it starts to turn. Okay. And you can see it turning. People start adding people, educating through the Zoom, repeat. Okay. And this is the part that we are now generating because of the Zoom. It's changing the game. People don't have to learn all of this stuff right at the beginning. Okay. They can learn that later on. They can get great results doing this and repeating it. So then you get somebody who's interested in building the business. Here's what you want to learn. What income do they want? We did this exercise with Simone tonight, and it was great. So you find out what they want to earn. So let's say it's $1,000 to be able to buy a new home, for example. Okay. What income do they want? Say $1,000. What would you do with the income? It would be enough for them to be able to afford a home. Next question how would that feel to achieve that? I've got to add that in. And so let's say it feel amazing, liberating, freeing. What happens if it doesn't happen? And then it's like, oh, I can't even imagine what that'd be like. Terrible. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to show you a plan to get there using the compensation plan. The resource is either you show them the comp plan video or you show them yourself, which is consultant, director, or consultant, manager, director, executive, and you're showing them that. You could practice learning it through the resource, which is the comp video, which will be here as a resource. As you notice, all the video resources are not here yet. So they will be here. All right. So that's the next step. So that way you know how to teach comp plan. The reason why you have to show comp plan is because duplication comp plan drives your business, because people will get excited and they see that inside of the comp plan is duplication. So they see the value in this whole process. So your comp plan drives duplication. You show them the system overview so they can see very clearly, well, this is what you do. So they go, oh, okay, I got it. If you teach them, you can show them this video. Okay, this is now going to be a video. It's a resource. Add them to the weekly mastermind Zooms for learning and support if they agree on it. If they're ready for that, they can learn consistently with the team. And you can also support them closely with triad call and check-ins if agreed upon as well. So that is the system from top to bottom, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in for an extra 5 minutes. We're now 8 minutes over. Anybody have anything they want to add? Any learns that you want to share?
No, I just want to say thank you for putting together the system, like, and tweaking it and continually improving it. It's like, you're awesome. So thank you.
Evan, I just, in terms of the follow-up, where you say, you're going to feel crappy for the first, 6 to 10 days or whatever it is, that's the first time, like, I've been to Super Saturday events and things like that, and that's actually the first time that that I've heard anyone say, yeah, you're not going to feel so great. Usually it's like, yeah, you're going to feel awesome. Da, da. They don't coach to say, you're going to feel pretty crappy because your body is actually adjusting. So that was a huge eye opener for me, because I've been of the mindset, well, yeah, you're going to feel great, without necessarily the, you're going to feel crappy for the first little while. And then after that, slowly by day 14, you're going to start feeling what the increased energy, the just feeling alive, all of that kind of stuff. So that was a big eye opener for me.
Yeah, it was for me too. Thanks for pointing that out, Simone, because when Tracy O'Malley did it, I was like, whoa, because her language is even a little bit more like on that end of the spectrum, where people are like going through a tough time. And yeah, like, you really got to listen to her language, because it is really good. It's really good. It's what opened me up to it. And I've had people that I've done the follow-up call with, and they say, yeah, everything's going great. It's exactly as how you said it would be. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I said it that way. Because I know what I said. And I didn't say it was going to be a cakewalk all the way through. So when they had those days where it was a challenge, they were like, oh, this is the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah, when I've actually followed up with people and told them they're going to feel great, and then they feel crappy, you kind of think, oh crap, and then I sort of backtrack after that. Well, your body's just adjusting, and that kind of feels normal, but you should have given them the heads up rather than saying you're going to feel awesome and then sort of backpedaling after that. So
yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that share. Anybody else have a share or takeaway?
No, I like the clear layout of it.
Me too. I like the clear layout. I like that everything is linked, or will be. And I like the visual. I like the color coding. I love it.
Great. That makes me feel like I did a good job. I appreciate that feedback. And it was a blessing that when I did the last training, I went to go to the page where something like this was there, but it wasn't in a flow like this. And it was completely erased. And I was like, that was like hours and hours of work that I put into that, and it was gone. And I was like, wow. So I just trained off the top of my head. But what was great was I was working with a clean slate, and this just like came out, and I'm glad that you guys are liking it. I'm totally open to feedback, good or bad. I want to make it great, and continue to improve it. So if anyone has anything that they feel could be improved, please let me know. Cool. Any other ads, shares? Great. Well, we're done. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and have fun. Have fun with this. It's really, really exciting. Like when you see it actually happening, it's like, wow. It's really, really fun to do, and it's really fun to get down at the bottom when you're doing these conversations around the income, and doing that, man, it's just, doing this part here. All of it's fun, but really, like, you'll get through it, and you'll get people doing this with you, and it's amazing. So
what's the new compensation video like? I haven't had a chance to look at it.
It's great. It really is great. So it's got a really great intro, Great energy. You know, they used that. I don't even know what her name is, but she's new in Isagenix. One of the corporate people. Great energy, and then she basically looks like she's talking as though she's walking into an event, and it's like she gets to the door, and then they stop the screen, and there's Jim Coover on the stage, and he's presenting the comp plan, but it's in front of like 10, like I don't know how many thousands of people, and he's presenting a comp plan, and he does a really great job with his communication, and they've got visuals going on at the same time, so it's very clear. So it could definitely do what's needed, and it's the best comp plan and video I've seen so far. So I really like it.
How long is it?
34 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it parts of his old one, or no? It's all brand
It's
new.
a brand new top to bottom.
Okay.
They do customer first in there. They show all of the new stuff. It's all in there. So it's right up to date. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really good. So I posted on the leadership page, so everybody has that. But as I said, like I will have the links in here. It'll be done this week. So this page will be totally complete with all the resources in it by the end of the week. So have fun building the teams, guys. Thank you again for being here. All right.
Thank you guys. Great to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
Night.
Night.
Yeah.
For some reason I can't close anything. Oh, there we go. Nope. No, absolutely. And trying to close the program, so I'll be up in like 3 minutes. Okay, Han?
شلون صحتك يا شيخ؟ أنا مو عاجبني كل شوية دون أمريكان يجي الله يكتب more soldiers these soldiers better get water to people هذول راح يصلحون المية يا شيخ We want the inclusion. Okay, we want them to work alongside us to help fix the problem that comes. يريدون مساعدة الأهالي على مود يصلحون خط الري وترجع المي. With the blessing, your people will help us and get y'all's water work. ومساعدتك الأهالي راح يساعدوهم ويرجعوا المي معقوبة. هذه شغلة خطرة. إذا ساعدت الأمريكان علموا عشيرة راح يقتلون. This is very dangerous. If he helps the Americans, he will pay with his lives and his people. We're going to keep everybody protected, okay? Captain and his men are going to keep everybody safe. يقولون راح يحموكم يا شيخ. الكابتن ورجاله راح يحموكم طول المدة اللي يصوتهم فيها المحيطة. معقوبة الصبح للأمريكان، الليل لناس ثانية. We say معقوبة is different. One during the day belongs to the US, one at night belongs to other people. عشيرتي ما عندهم ثقة بالأمريكان. الأمريكان يخافون من ضد وما يقدرون يحمون. You say these people do not trust the Americans. When the night comes, you not do that. Tell them. I understand you, but we don't have help. It's not going to be any water. يتفهمون. No water. Tell them no water. يتفهمون فوقك يا شيخنا. بس ماكو مساعدة ماكو مي. محطة المي تجبروها تصلحوها هذه مشكلتكم. Say you destroy the water, you fix it. It's your problem. Oh, welcome. Do we have a water? Yeah, well, that's mom. This is the tanks. We have tanks at the school. We have children, many people. We don't need too much, but we need water. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Thank you. I'm Kadir, I'm the director of the school. They are Matt. It's his name. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. We're going to pay. We have money. We will pay. You understand? We'll pay. انت والاهالي على مود المساعده. انتم ما بتفهمون انا ولا عشيرتي. امريكا تقول نساعدكم. ومنكم ويشتري بنا. They say you don't understand him or his people. The US come here and say they help, but when you leave, what will happen? Okay. I want you to be real clear about this. We will not leave. We will not leave until the problem is solved. يقولون ما راح يروحون الا لما يحل المشكله يا شيخ. خاطر الله ساعدهم يا شيخ. هذول الناس اللي تقولون عليهم مخ وشواتل ما راح يأذونا الا اذا ساعدنا. He say those people you say are bad will not hurt us unless we help them. يا شيخ مشان اقنع الاهالي انهم يساعدوهم. ترجع المي معقوبه مسترجع راح يحموهم. مو تفضلوا اطلعوا بس كذا بس يا شيخ نساعد يا شيخ. تفضلوا اطلعوا برا. لا تشوفوني بعد طلعتكم. اللي هو سيستم. Listen here, you piece of shit. I'm gonna get shot and fucking die. Don't translate that. Thank you for your time, Chef. Well, let me just now, you're doing your Iraqi work? Yeah, we get your Iraqis money, right? You don't do your shit great. Like that up? have a soil born God. No water means it can't form. It can't form, can't be hurt. Even before you guys came here, certain farmers in the north were stealing water from the shafts back home. I just have a dramatic. You don't? That's good. Not about the water. Oh, no. For some reason in this shaft, they will always find an excuse to kill each other. So it's definitely a thing. Yeah. Oh, thanks, sir. Is it in this country? Yes. Is it in all countries? Yes. Is it on you right now? Are you carrying it? Yep. We all carry it. We all carry it. Chuck's communication. I got 2 bags, 600 weight, hop off, run direct. Over, case report. Yeah, fill up. That food you good? Eagle, what is Eagle 6 seems to report? Okay, roger that. Chuck, keep saying the gun. Over. Now, on me. Okay, Sergeant. Fuck this, man. Fucking rack in the truck. I told you, we should have arrested him. Yeah, we should have put your plate on the cigarette. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm tired of this shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. This bullshit. I'm taking a shower. Alright? You in on this? No, I'm good. Alright, this is happening. Yeah, I'm not even watching that. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yo, get back to your boat. Yeah. Good and clean. Sir, I need someone to lift my bag, sir. Oh, yeah. Woo! The whole fucking village on the other side of the hill. We're sitting here, scatting our hands like fucking chumps. Don't worry, assholes. We got it. I'm just scared. Was that some kind of fucking excuse? We're all fucking scared, Hooker. Yeah. You know what? You need to crawl up behind this baggy little rainbow. All right, we sit here all day, breaking our backs, getting these fuckers water. And we turn around and fucking shoot at us. I know a loaded deck on us, still under. Where's it coming from? Get your fucking leg up. Lay the fuck down. I ain't running the dirt road again. And then the death on your fucking stick. Tell me I'm wrong. You got your progress. I got the smell space, Sergeant. Don't worry. Tell me what you said. Yeah. Speak the fuck up and tell them what you said to me, please, man. Come on. Oh, sorry. Okay, speak free. I'm gonna give a job to them. And we'll do it. But we stay the scores. We'll be picked off one by one. So I say we about to the fuck up out of here before I'm holding your shit in the box. Well, that's fine, shit. I wouldn't mind losing those motherfuckers. Nope. Guys, that's not our job, okay? It's not. We're here to help. Asshole don't want to help. Why the hell should we give it to him? Yeah. Mission's a loser. They were not the ones. He said they were fighting under the water before we got here. Put it back to normal. That's just what normal is. Okay, guys, you got to that. Okay? You get a whole fucking night to be sad or angry or whatever the fuck you need to secure your shit. Tomorrow we'll punch you back. Go back to work. Over. Someone here for you. What's that on? So, Matt, I'm sorry for what happened to your friend. Why are you here? You say you bring water to school. I said I tried. I got fucked up yesterday, didn't it? So, Matt, no water to school will close. There are people there. It's a community center, not only for children. It's great. Stop shooting at us. We don't shoot. Let the people at the school. We want the same thing as you do. Right? What? Clean water. And for you to go home. You've been trying? No one else. You're asking the wrong people. Mr. Matt! Mr. Matt! I don't get it. You're not talking for this. Well, when they give money, they told you to get a little late. I've done this before. Talk to the guy in charge. That's the shake. I think he's been very clear. The local school not over this. Since the 11 weeks, I'm going to do the same one. You think the school teacher is the answer? All due respect, sir. The bad actor lost man. I had to hear you said. So I'm gonna be honest, I formulated a plan, but, I'm not gonna try it working. Doesn't happen. Seemed to have a legitimate reason to want to work with us. So maybe we could use that as an opportunity to reach out to the community. What makes you think you can trust this guy? I think it starts out when I go to school. Perhaps we can figure something out. Don't focus. Probably best. Is that all? Yeah. Fortunately, that's what we do. I understand. Thank you. Very grateful. Thank you. You said we were talking to a lot of people. Could you explain to the people here what we're doing? Why are you here? They know. They won't pay. Working with Americans is very dangerous. They won't be seen collaborating. Everything goes through the top, even conversation. That's not. But it's your turn. Bring some workers, people water. Look, we're gonna pay them in cash. And I don't need money. The money's going to school. I will try. I will speak on them. Figure out. Yeah, we'll be right down. You want workers? Got workers. I need everybody. I need everybody. Why? He's got this bag. It's suspicious. There's precision tools in there. I don't like the looks of it. Right here. Please, John, is your brother? Yes, but my brother is an engineer. He is here to help you. Okay. We're going to need your brother to show my private the contents of that bag. Okay. Procedure. Nothing suspect. Nice and slow. Okay. Perfect. All right, everybody, calm down. Please put the bag on the ground. Move. Tell him to get to the back of the line. You're still going to be patted down. Corporal, let's go pat guys down. You're private. When you search the car right now, thoroughly. Yes, please sit up right here. Good. Come on, my good. Come on, ahead. What place at all? He said they stopped manufacturing. I know that. We can fix it. That's allowed. But yeah. So the plan is you. So does you. You can make a move. How long does it need? 2 or 3 days. Right? Have at it. Do you speak English too? Yes. I'm learning all that stuff. Yeah, university. Of course. Mechanical engineering. You go to university? No, it's too expensive. You have to pay to study, it's not free. Yeah. What's free here? Of course. Sure. America, nothing's free. Hey. Hey, man. It's very hard. Hey, why do you paint a grant? It's right around here, wild, pissed off. People shoot him on sight. Green dog, spit dog. Anyone shoots a green dog, they answer to me. Any tips? Yeah, just don't get it around. Hey, is there an Ika? Ika. Hey, Ika. choices that she does a week. Yep. Okay, no, sure enough. All I'm looking for is get back home to the risky people thing. Get me out. Pretty much thing. Mercedes. Mercedes, baby. You know, I was like, I am dead. What are you eating? Lori, this is an ain't vegetable. What? You want some? No, we have fried chicken. Yeah. Chicken, you want? Okay. My wife. Sorry. Don't do it. I'm gonna take you to see sorry. I'm not sure. We got a phone. Do it, Dad. Smoking man. My confidence is well. Thank you. Yeah, you sure you don't want some more? What is it? All right. This is for fucking chest. Okay, what the fuck is Canarians, guys? downtown market is where their place. They make a bank. Fellowship, yeah. Is where I think they have the rights.
I got the place. Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss.
I don't need that rights.
PJ, you excuse this gentleman out, please. Parker, oh. You guys think this was credible? She simply did this good, bro. Got any reason why? Yes. Seems like two numbers in the past. Okay. Well, this intel's not gonna last so long for the bats. We got moved. I guess we can take 2 teams, all the actual back.
I'll say probably get through with the front.
I can get guys in there. They're not gonna be on the street, so we're gonna need your help. Yeah, roger that. Good. We'll brief in about an hour.
I know, I heard you, and I, look, you just say, no, man, you're good. You just say, you don't get anything. Never mind. Okay. Hey, phone's free, oh. Finish conversation. Fix it. Go home. There's a bullet out there for everyone. But the name's written small inside. Mine is coming. And my dad used to say that.
It's not correct.
What it is, if you think about it. You know, maybe my bullets wait up there. Or maybe my bullets can't hit me 50 years from now. But that's not up to me. That's why I worry.
So you're up for this one?
More, man. Just fucking scared, man. My hands shaking and shit. Like, oh, look at me, bitch. Look at me. I can drive this motherfucker. Nice schnell, yes and what? You understand me? Keep me safe with that. You know?
Hey, guys. Your boys good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do this. Round up. Roger that. Say, oh girl, once you're 12, good.
Six is the four line position 3 is set.
Roger that, Eagle 4, all positions are set.
What you got up there, brother? Yeah, I got your fucking mom up here.
Back to wars. I say again, RTV, RTV. Roger, guys, we can return to base. Eagle 4. We are on. It's time to take the road, get the fucking truck. You're not even fucking truck.
These are pretty much bad. These are bad. Rich spaces recall. That's what I'm saying. We could make it right. Rich spaces recall. Oh, he's not looking too good, all right? He's not looking too good.
Great. Let's make the what? Two. What's it? I wonder what he's got. Sick of the guy. All right. All right. Feeling. Good, sir. Hey, Sean. Sergeant Harper. 3 weeks leave. Charlie, that's, yeah. Ferguson. Private Oker. What do you say we get you back on that ground? There's a convoy leaving 1400. It'll take us to the flight line and C-130 to take back to the States. I'm happy to wait, my leave, sir. It's all the same, I'll stay. Lieutenant, I'm giving you leave, son. Going home private. Sorry, Major, there's no reason. Sir, your war is over. No, it isn't over. War isn't over again. With all due respect, I'm happy to do those permission as big first. Yeah. As the NCO in charge of Private Oker, in my opinion, he has not more prove himself for anybody else. It's not about proving anything, sir. Already. Okay. No, this is the time to take it easy there, son. Sorry, Major. I think we need to talk about what happened and then maybe we can fix it. Your job is done here. How? Don't please, someone tell me how my fucking job is done here because I don't see how. You're out of private. You're dismissed. You smoking it? Yeah. Maybe see the job. Oh. What do you say? God's plan. And he asked if I smoked. Said no. So, gives me these. He said maybe I should consider starting. I'll let you what you think about it. What am I thinking about? Thinking about a Royals game. The Royals game, cutting, and garlic fries. Garlic fries, yep. So I think about that myself. It's just their first day. I haven't thought of it for a long time. That's actually happening with a lot of my food today. When that shit comes to fresh off the boat, has the damn thing comes in, bottles my food fresh. Fucking head. Not just because the food thing, but we fucking have it, though. People were with us, water was gonna blow. So I was just think about going home, here it is. I don't feel anything such as this. It takes a while before it kicks in. Catch up. Believe me. You lost it. Hey, Sergeant Major. Beautiful day for the infantry. Beautiful day, son. Beautiful. Goddamn day. All right. Better get moving on. What's your plan? Yeah. See you on this front. You ain't nice.